Hey there, this is Toy Dude with a quick video today. This is about the pre-release I did last week. I stayed up till midnight on a Friday to play Magic the Gathering. That's pretty fun. And my guild was Azorius. And these are the interesting pulls I got out of my pack. So on the top three right here, I got Angel of Grace, which is excellent, and two, not one, two, Finks of Foresight. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the promo card I pulled. The first promo card I pulled was the Phoenix of Foresight. So here you go. Here you go, nice and shiny, along with the deck protector. So Phoenix of Foresight. You may reveal this card at the beginning of your opening hand. If you do, scry 3 at the beginning of your first upkeep. Flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. So, this thing definitely is very good. 4/4, 4 mana, flying, and it could fix anything, land issues at the beginning of the game. So, if this is in your hand, you can reveal it to your opponent, which allows you to scry 3 on your upkeep, fixes anything. It's amazing. So, I have 2. So, this was the promo, and 1 was a rare I pulled out of the pack. So you get 3 packs out of the guild pack. So out of the other packs I pulled, I think I was pretty lucky. I was pretty dang lucky. I pulled the Angel of Grace out of another pack. 5/4 flash, flying. Flying is definitely one of the key elements in Allegiance right now. So there's a lot of flying creatures to win the game. I expect a lot of drafting a lot of flying creatures next week when I go into doing some drafts next week. Some friends at my local game store. So this was a great pull. 5/4. Yeah, here we go. 5/4 flying flash. So, and it definitely prevents you from dying. So one of the abilities is when Angel of Grace comes enter the battlefield, until the end of turn, damage done to you basically, which reduces to 1 or below 1. Let me read that again. Reduced to 1, less than 1, it'll be 1 instead. So you don't die. So if you die, you'll be back down to 1. So which is a great card. And the other ability at the bottom is for 4 mana. 2 white, exile Grace, Angel of Grace, from your graveyard, your life total becomes 10. So basically, this will save you. And it's flash, so you can definitely cast this on your opponent's turn for a win condition and start kicking ass that way. Moving on. Let's go with the. I want to highlight a couple things that made this deck possible to win almost every game. I won every game except for the last round. I went 4 rounds, won pretty much every game. Yep, I won every game because this is an unbeatable deck because it had 2 Finxes, actually 3 Finxes, a Finks of Gilpack. This is a 7-drop, 5/5 flying. This is an uncommon card, and it's definitely ridiculous in limited play. And it has hexproof from monocolor, meaning you cannot directly remove the card with a cast down or a Vraska's Contempt. But within the Ravnica's Allegiance set, there are stuff like Mortify, and that's the only thing I can think of right now. Mortify could just kill this creature right off the bat. So, but in limited play, this is a threat. Once it hits the battlefield, you can't get rid of it unless you have Mortify. So let's go down. Let's see. Let's go down to the 2 drops. Well, I have a 1 drop in here. Arrester's Zeal. Target creature gets +2/+2 at the end of turn. If you cast this spell during your mana phase, this creature gains flying in the end of turn. So this is just a basic buff. Basic buff for my creatures. Doesn't have a lot of creatures in it, but definitely helps out. Again. So let's see. In my 2-drop spots, Ascended Guild Mage definitely helps you. One of the best guild mages within the set. So for one white, you tap, you gain 2 life. For 1 blue, you tap it, you draw a card and discard a card. Card advantage right there, right off the bat. For just 2 mana. Some removal, Summary of Judgment, right here. It's a counter spell, Quench. It's basically like a spell pierce unless they pay 2. In this set, at 2, Summary of Judgment. So this deck had a lot of answers for a control deck. Slime Bind, Flash, Enchant Creature. Enchanted Creature is -4, -0. So I got 2 of those. Sage Row Savant. I have 2 of these in my deck. When Sage Row Savant comes into battlefield, scry 2/1. Excellent 2-drop just to scry in general helps you a lot. Deputy Detention, another great pull out of that, which made the deck ridiculous. And yeah, so it has lots of answers. So the rest of this deck consists of like small creatures like a Senate Courier, a 1/4 flying. Flying is definitely, like I said, is a big major factor within the set. I threw in an Exposed to Daylight. I figured there's going to be a lot of enchantments within the set, so which I am correct. There's a lot of enchantments which will affect the game. All right, so that's pretty basically it. So these are just the biggest win. My big win conditions were the 2 Phoenix of Foresight, the Phoenix of Guildpact, and Angel of Grace, which dominated up to 3 of the 4 rounds until then I got screwed. But the other packs I pulled out were pretty decent. I got, well, I'm just kind of looking here. I got a foil Open the Gates, pretty cool. Woo, foil. And a Mirror March. That's one of my rares I got out of the packs, which is something fun to have, you know. All right, so recapping the event of the pre-release, was a long night playing Magic from 12 o'clock in the morning to 4 a.m. in the San Gabriel Valley. It was definitely a lot of fun. I haven't had this much fun playing Magic since I was a kid, so I love getting into paper Magic because it was the first thing I played. Is playing paper Magic, so why not go back to? I do like actually talking to people, chatting afterwards, and that's how you make friends and stuff. So I really enjoy the Magic community, and this is one way of doing things is sharing what I pulled out of my draft or pulled out of the pre-release, and trying to slowly build my channel right here. So expect to see more of stuff. So I'm having a good time making these. So till next time, this has been Toy Dude.